Hey guys, good morning. It is 8:30 and I am on my way to a couple estate sales, garage sales, and dropping off some items at the auction house. So let's see what happens today. It should be a good one. Guys, good morning. It's Saturday around 8:30 and there's a few good sales that I've been to prior where it's like a storage unit buyer, storage locker, whatever you want to call it, and they just gut out their inventory every like 3 months. And I've had some really good luck because they don't necessarily look up everything, and there's a lot of vintage items that I usually find. So I'm gonna go to that one and try to film as much as I can, unless it's chaotic and people are grabbing at stuff, then I'll have to put down the phone. But and then there's another one in a really nice neighborhood, which is South Shore, close to me where I live, and they are having like a community sale, they said. I saw a couple houses posted on the map, so I'm gonna try that one first and then go to the other one. But yeah, and then I'm going to the auction house to drop off my 10 items. I don't have a check or anything because I've been out of the mix for a little bit, but dropping off 10 items, and that should be it. Hopefully it's a good one. Let's see what happens.
Turn left on Lashanger Street.
So this is the sale that has all the storage unit stuff that I've had really good luck in the past on. I actually bought a whole lot of those 1980s bendable wrestling figures. And I had a whole lot of them, and I picked up the whole box for like 20 bucks and ended up selling for like over 300. So that's where we're going, over there. And I'll try to film as much as I can, but I guarantee you I'm gonna find some stuff.
You've arrived. Destination is on your right.
Just a mother load of everything, all from storage unit locker buys. So look at all this, guys. I'm pretty much gonna stick to see if they have any video game items, electronics. Wow. Yeah, nobody wants DVD players. Wow. And it keeps going all back there. A lot of storage unit stuff that they just buy out. Toolboxes, links. Wow. Oh, here's a catcher's mitt. That could be good. Oh, y'all know what these are, right? These are for the pool. They're called torpedoes. This is a bolo. See that? Torpedo? You'll find these. Buy them. I'll show you the cards. I gotta start a pile somewhere. Alright, y'all yell at me if I'm missing anything here. Trying to find just vintage. What's over here? Is this gimme? If this is gimme, then that's gonna be a good one. Not a toy. Pooh. I don't know what this is. It looks like a spoon. Telco Motion Et. They got, it's a set. They got all three. Look at that. I might just buy all. I mean, it's a crapshoot if they work, but there's all three here, and they have tags on them. What do y'all think? All right, let's keep going. Any cookbooks? Let's see here. Sometimes there can be money in cookbooks. I just don't feel like wasting time going through books right now. I got so many other things to look at. I only found a few video games, nothing crazy. What is this? Oh, nothing there. Oh. Man, look at all the clothes back there, guys. Rat teacher. What the heck is that thing? Real action rat teacher. Okay, is there any date on it? Yeah. Here's the video, a little walkway with shade. Glassware. Let's hope we find some vintage clothing. What do y'all think? Wow, there's still a lot more over here. Not in the best condition, but it looks old. Some rust on the side. I don't know, I'll have to see how much they want for it. Decent comps. Alright, so I'm here at the auction house, and I had to stop recording there because I started running some comps, and then there was another reseller that tried to use me to look up their comps, and I was like, oh, my battery's about to die, or whatever I had to say, because, man, I'm not there to waste time and look up everything for other people, and then, I don't know, it's like, isn't that something you should make sure that your battery's charged whenever you go to a sale? But here, I'm not going to mess with storing this, and I'm at the auction house, and it's missing the, I guess, the tab or the bottle top catcher. That's what sits right there. The wheels still work. It needs cleaning and everything, but I think this is a perfect item for this auction house, so I'm gonna drop it off right now. He ended up giving me a deal on it for 20 bucks, guys. So 20 bucks into, I'm hoping at least $100 to $200. So it'll be a quick flip. We'll see how high it goes. It might go even more, we'll never know. So I'm back to the house here, kind of been doing some work and laying low because for those of y'all that don't know, I recently had a procedure at the VA where I had my kidney stone removed. That's been bugging me for a while, and I still have a stent, so it kind of hurts me to, go to the restroom and everything. But April 1st, it's gonna be April Fool's Day. Well, for me, it's gonna be April Pool's Day because I get to pull the stent out physically by myself. So I'm gonna have a couple drinks before I do that. But I have everything here sprawled out from what I had paid and found at that storage locker sale. You already saw the Coke machine that I ended up picking up for 20 bucks and dropping it off at the auction house. So I'm sure I'll make all my money back because I'm invested $100 all in for everything that you saw, including the Coke machine. So, or Coca-Cola cooler, it wasn't a machine, but I'm gonna go ahead, flip it around, go through it rapid fire, show you what I picked up, show you the comps. That way, if you see these things out in the wild, you'll know to pick them up. All right, so here we go. All right, so some of these you might have seen in the video while I was walking around. This is like a VHS like rewinder. It didn't have the power cord, but I'll be able to sell that for about 20 bucks as is. This right here was a good, I picked that one up, you saw. It's in really good shape. These catcher mitts typically sell for more than like the regular baseball mitts because there's more involved on the design. And then what you'll do is always open them up and there's always gonna be like a code either there or on this side. And this one happens to have, I think, comps around 50 or 60 bucks. This was a really cool find. This is just an old school bowling pin, and you can look them up, just look, whatever the name brand is, etc. And sure enough, you'll see the comps around like 60, 70 bucks, something like that. This was just vintage. There's 2 trays. They're like melamine, like serving trays or whatever. But it said London Underground, so it kind of caught my eye, and there were 2 of them. So I said, sure, why not? And the comps, I think, were about 20 bucks each. So I'll sell both of them for 40 bucks, something like that. Now these, it was a set of Tolkien, Lord of the Rings type things. I know that there's a following for these books. Not necessarily these, but overall on The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings or whatever. And I just picked these up because I knew that they'd be really cheap. And I'll probably get maybe 20 bucks for these because they're not in really good shape. But there are some really good sets. So keep an eye out for that because you'll get lucky if you find some of the ones that I'll show you on the comps. These guys, there's a whole lot of California raisins. I don't know if you can see them in there, but there must be about 40 or 50 of those. And what I'm gonna do is, if I wanted to, I can, list them all solo and because there's some duplicates and everything in there. But I'm just gonna lot them all together and put them as one lot and make probably 50 bucks, something like that, and be done with it. Someone else sell them solo if they want to. I also look out for not just the raisins, but the Smurfs, the old blue. I forget it's got Pyveg, or I forget what they're called on the name, but those are highly collectible too. So if you ever see a whole lot of those blue Smurfs from the 80s, go ahead and pick them all up because you'll be able to lot them up together and make some pretty good money. This is what you call a bubble glass frame. You can see how it kind of bows up there. And then I looked up on the back, and sure enough, it says Midwest Studios. And I did a comp search, and that frame alone is worth at least 50 bucks. Maybe closer up to 100, depending on how sought after it is. I'm sure that's the old picture of somebody, but who cares? They'll take it out and put something else. These are just some from the 90s Wizard of Oz figs. Not worth too much on comps, but I'll sell them together and probably get like $20. This right here is a felt vintage riding helmet for equestrian. Some of them could be worth good money. Yeah, I didn't bother looking up the comps because I just got it for so cheap I didn't even care. So I just threw it in the pile. And I don't know much about it, but I'm pretty sure I'll get at least $20 on it. Y'all should know about Sony and the old boom boxes. This happened to work, and you'll see. I think that was like $30, $40 for that. If y'all don't know the watch brand, Breitling, the hats, this one's in used condition. It's not new, but I'll still get at least 20, 30 bucks for that hat alone. Here we go. I'll go back to this. This is a grail item. Y'all keep this tucked away in y'all's mind as far as if you ever see them. Not only is it a Sony, but you see where it says Betamax? Remember Betamax? And then it came with the remote too. That was like a $20 bill into, it's gonna be close to $200, guys. I mean, y'all know about the regular VCR combos and all that, but the trick that I do at sales is if I'm trying to get a good price on them, the first thing I do is I ask them if they have the remote. Because if it doesn't have the remote, that automatically will reduce the price for you. Secondly, you ask, when was the last time you ran this thing? Are you sure that it still works? And then when they can't confirm that it still works because it's been sitting in a closet somewhere for 10 years, then they automatically will say, well, crap, I can't guarantee it works. So then they're going to give you a better price just on that fact alone. So those are a couple things that I always ask, and it's legitimate questions too, just to make sure you get a better price. These you saw, I think I already dropped the comps on, so I'll sell that set of 3 together, and I'm thinking I'll get at least $75, $100, something like that. This old toy, it just looked old. You could see like the rubber face. It's kind of weird. It has like lights in the eyes and stuff. It's only about $20, but hey, it all adds up, right? Costumes. I always pick these up usually for $1 or $2, and it's an easy 20 to 30 bucks. So why not turn that real quick? Calculators. You always want to check the battery compartment to make sure there's not a lot of corrosion, because if so, that's going to be hard to sell. But this one still worked. I just pressed the button. Where did I press on? And it's down here. And sure enough, it's go ahead and it works and does everything. TI 83 Plus. Showing the comps on all this. I showed you this as far as a bolo item that's called Torpedoes. There's various color schemes and everything. If you find one that's still brand new sealed, that's a few $100s. This video game wasn't nothing. It was just a throw in. This brand right here, Logitech, it's a mouse, a wireless mouse, and it has a little toggle inside there that you flip up and you plug it into your computer. That right there is like a $40 bill, guys. So remember Logitech, there's a following for that brand. This knife, it's like brand new condition, NASCAR, Jimmy Spencer. That's at least $20. This is just a kind of a cheaper flip knife, but it's still a decent brand. Gerber has a good following, so I'll get at least 10 bucks for that. This was a good find. Have you ever heard of Department 56? They have some larger like Christmas type houses and stuff like that go for really good money. This is just like an ornament, but it had Lego, and I know that has a pretty good following for Lego. So pick this up, and it sells for probably around 20 bucks. This was like some sort of camera gadget that I saw, and I just looked up it. It had the case, and it looked like to be in good shape. So I just went and did Yashica Profile 400, and sure enough, I'll show you the comps on that. And finally, anything that's brand new with tags, and it's in really good shape. It's just a backpack, but it's kind of like a laptop backpack. So I'm figuring this would be a good find for some high schooler or something. And I mean, it was cheap enough. I paid, what, a couple bucks into it probably to sell it for at least 30, 40 bucks. That is the haul, guys. So basically, I already showed you what I got, the $20 cooler. So everything here is $80. And shoot, I'll make $80 back just on this glove and that right there. I'll make the $80 back on those two, and all the rest is profit. So there's a heavy hitter with the Betamax, those figures. So I'm gonna say profit-wise, maybe about 500 bucks, something like that. That's just an educated guess. And that's about it. Hopefully you enjoyed the haul. Hopefully you learned some things. Keep you educated as far as what you might come across. That's kind of the goal, right? Learn from everybody's channels, and we all help each other grow and make some money on the side doing it. Thanks again for watching, guys. Till next one.
So this is goodbye.